Peace, dude. What? What? What happened? Yeah, I will.
Come here. How do I open this?
Right here.
Get.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay, mom took the puppy out. I got the haircut done. And rich person vacuum. That's so weird, dude. We're going to start by watching Debating Trump Fans in Person from an actual person in the chat. And I'm going to watch it as well, but I have to go change my t-shirt real quick. Give her a treat. Nice. She pooped outside. Kaya did. Hasanabi-Head in Des Moines, Iowa, debating Donald Trump.
So Donald Trump scheduled a rally in Des Moines, Iowa on the same day Governor DeSantis was slated to speak. I guess it was meant as some sort of power move, but we're going to go talk to people and see how they're feeling about this election coming up.
Okay, right off the bat, you sound like Michael Knowles. But anyway, hold on. Oh, I got to turn this off. I got to turn the noise gate back on. Hold on one second. Everybody chill. Chill. I'm going to fix everything.
The children alone.
Our current and sitting president of Trump. He's our commander-in-chief still.
You think Trump is still a sitting president?
Yes.
Blame? Let's talk blame.
Yeah, let's talk blame. What's up?
There's so many people living off of the government handouts, and that is not that much farther away from slavery. It would at your age compared to mine. There's a lot of things you haven't learned yet.
Or I could argue that your views are outdated.
Ukrainian energy expert. Hey, and he does it all while high on crack and banging hookers, right?
What percent of Americans do you think are transgender?
I would say before it was probably like, I would say 1.5, and now it's probably like 20%.
20%? Well, it's still 0.5%.
Oh, okay. I was pretty close on 1.5.
Pretty,
Oh, well, no, I've never actually got a speeding ticket. I've got some warnings.
We can go smoke some pot in my car if you want to break a law.
Not
No.
on your life.
Damn,
Okay,
bro,
sorry.
what the is? Are you trying to rizz up this Trump supporter? What the hell is happening?
Is that people who receive gender-affirming care have a way better quality of life than people who don't.
Are you just seeing it from the one side, or are you seeing both sides of it?
Well, tell me your side.
No, I'm just saying, have you seen the research on just the one side, or are you seeing it from both?
Where'd you get the YSL Lakers shirt? It is a limited edition market, also known as Chinatown Market shirt that they only sold at Complex Con, which they gave me because, you know, the rich get richer. You already know what it is, baby.
The opposite of gender-affirming care, I guess, would be conversion therapy. And there's zero studies showing that conversion therapy works. Actually, that increases the suicide rate of trans people.
I don't know the statistics on that. I'm just going by, you know, my own thoughts of, you know, Biden is just a puppet anyway. It's not the real guy.
Who's controlling him?
The white hats.
The white hats?
The white hats.
Can you define who those people are?
That would be our military, our generals, and our current and sitting president of Trump. He's our commander-in-chief still.
You think Trump is still a sitting president?
Yes.
You think Trump is currently making all the decisions in the country?
It's fucking nuts that there are like casually people you can find at any given Trump rally that unironically hold this position. Like, it truly is wild that this is the reality here.
And the border crisis, that's also on Trump?
Have you been to the border?
No, have you?
No. So how do we actually know if the wall was actually done? How are they getting in? Is it really a crisis, or is it just crisis actors?
I don't think there's a crisis at the border, honestly.
I don't think so either.
You think people are at the border?
Maybe he's
acting
not,
like
but I like his
immigrants?
videos regardless.
Correct.
This is a good video.
What's
It's
the
not
purpose
bad.
of this?
Maybe it's a little too contentious though. That's the only note I will give you is that I don't know if he's in here still, but the only note I would give you is that it's a little too like aggro. You come across a little too like debate lordy, and these guys are content in and of itself. Like you're literally letting them own themselves anyway. Catching them in little like traps, like the one you just like locked her into, is great. You can also like lean into it a little bit further. One thing you could do is in a very nice way, you could lean into it by basically saying something along the lines of like, so do you think it's good that, you don't think it's good that millions of Americans are suffering as a consequence of inflation, though, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that worth it for Donald Trump to be? I see you. I see that you're still here. Chat saying he needs a haircut. I mean, you look good. Your hair looks fine. I would maybe like trim it a little bit, trim the bangs a little bit, but
To wake more people up.
To what?
To seeing
good video
we would
overall.
be going socialists in a communist country, and that's not what America's about.
Leave the children alone. Stay the hell out of the schools. Keep your drag queen.
Chatter, how bad do they smell? This is a very serious question, especially this guy. He looks like he smelled putrid. He said like cigs and transphobia.
You wouldn't know what the hell to do with it, you know?
If there's a 15-year-old who is having these confusing feelings, I think they should be able to talk about it without worrying that the government steps in.
They can talk about it, they can dress how they like, they can act how they like, but until any surgeries or anything's done, it should be 18 years old. We need to get the Democrats and all the deep state out. Mm-hmm. We need to take back the country for the people.
Yeah.
Peacefully. No violence.
No violence. So you disagree with what happened on January 6th?
It was not an insurrection. We were set up.
By who?
Democrats in a deep state. Antifa was there, FBI was...
You don't think there's a part of individual responsibility to do with it, though? So, like, if you make the decision to walk into the Capitol, break glass, and to riot, don't you think it might be justified to be charged with something?
Yes. If you break the law, of course, there's consequences to breaking the law. Now, you get a group of people, I don't care who it is, it could be Christians, whatever. You get someone or a couple people in there that are instigators, they're going to get the whole crowd to go.
Yeah.
It takes one flame to get the can of gas to burn.
Yeah.
Now, there was people there, yes, that should not have done what they did. The destruction should not have happened. If you get caught on it, prosecute you.
This country is more divided now than it was when Martin Luther King marched when I was a kid. The Civil
Martin Luther the King. Yeah, I see why you entertained a lot with her.
War was something that
I like that there is a good mixture of like freaks and then also like the normie, Xanax moms out there. Like this is a country club wine mom. You know what I mean?
slaves still exist today.
Do you think there's a direct effect from slavery to how Black Americans are able to live today?
No, I don't. They have a chance to learn. They live in the best country in the world. If they open their eyes and listen.
Learn.
Instead of just focusing on their little area.
Bro, this is why I always say, like, this person is like a normal human. You know what I mean? Her opinions are so gross, but like, this is what you need to understand. Like, the average American citizen's mentality towards like leaning towards white supremacist ideals, like black people need to, individually bootstrap themselves out of like systemic racism, is like the average American's attitude. And it is basically like 3 steps removed from full tilt, Klan robe wearing fascism. Okay. It's wild to consider because it's such the normative position, but it also simultaneously is someone that you could possibly like maybe try to convince, you know what I mean? But like literally, she is not all that far removed from like literally being a cross-burning Klansman, you know what I mean? The mentality is identical. It's crazy. And yet, some of your parents have these kinds of opinions, you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure welfare use per capita is higher in red states than blue states.
Yes, but there's so many people living off of the government handouts, and that is not that much farther away from slavery. When they were a slave, they were given housing.
What? Yo, I've never heard that before. That's wild. I like this. Okay, she's cooking. Okay, let mama cook. Oh my God, where mama at?
Clothing, medical care. The people asked them to work. Yes, there were landowners that were violent and mean to some of them, but there were others that were humanistic.
Yeah.
Yo, I love that. Oh, come on, you got to explore that. Humanistic slave ownership? How does that work? Great video. It was actually pretty good.